this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Friday, the 8th of October. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bullish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 54,192 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 54,954. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin's breakout from 54,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 55,349 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 57,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 56,112. Failure to move through the pivot, bring the first major support level at 53,034 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 52,000 levels. Second major support level at 52,272 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. No signs of a bullish cross, however, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, still a bullish signal, 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key, move through the pivot at 54,192, break through 54,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Looking at Ethereum against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3572 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3672. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high of 3655.02. Sparring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 4,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3755. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3488 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ethereum should avoid the 23.6% fib at 3369. Second major support level at 3388 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day after yesterday's late bearish cross, so keep an eye out for any further widening of the bearish histograms. On the EMA, 50 holding its ground against the 100 and the 200, however, so key would be to avoid a fall through the pivot 3572, break through back through to yesterday's high 3655 to then bring resistance levels into play. Looking at Litecoin against US dollar, bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid fall back through the pivot at 180 to take a run at the first major resistance level 186. Support will be needed for Litecoin to break out from 185 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level in yesterday's high at 187.03 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target 200 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 193. Fall back through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 178 and the first major support level at 172 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid 165. Second major support level 166 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. No immediate signs of a bullish cross, however, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, that's still a bullish signal, 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key, avoid a fallback through the pivot at 180 and break back through to 185 to bring resistance levels into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also positive. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.0687 to take a run at the first major resistance level 1.0928. Plenty of support will be needed from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.09s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.09393 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.15s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1189. Fall back through the pivot would bring the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 and the first major support level at 1.0434 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 0.10 levels. Second major support level 1.0193 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. Look out for a possible bullish cross. On the EMAs, 50 is holding its ground against the 100 and the 200, so that's suggesting a further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.0687. and break back through to 1.09 levels for Ripple's XRP to then target 1.15s.